difficult.
I should have called it, because that's like the #1 core-to-core matchup counter to Void, I feel like, if you want to put him off lane, the Wyvern. It's like a heavy damage over time. You have the Curse to counter-initiate him. You have the Cold Embrace to save your teammates. I would love to see like a Mag 4 Wyvern 3 here.
Puppey's playing that Wyvern.
Yeah, I think you think so? I just think it
so
suffers against Timbersaw as a 5.
That's what I think. I could be wrong here, but I think...
That's what I'm thinking too.
It's a 4. I think Snap and Wyvern are their supports. Just because I don't think anyone's bold enough to play support Mag.
I'm telling you, I would like them to make the swap, but I understand what you're saying.
Bring it back.
Yeah, I want to see it too.
Gaming happens with intel, but who's playing what in this game?
Hold.
We don't have the intel.
But do we have the strength?
No, we don't.
DHL, deliver us the news, please.
Wow, this guy's really growing in his co-host role. He wants to rank up.
We're back.
Offlane Winter Wyvern.
Oh,
mid-mag support Monkey King carry Void Spirit.
This is okay.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah, I just don't. I want to see Mag on core. That's all I really cared about. Ooh, I know you want to see otherwise, but you know.
No, I just wanted to see the Wyvern core. Like I thought Wyvern support would really struggle here. I think the only thing that made her viable this patch, she can buy items that give her damage. So
might be the same with Mag too then.
True. I'm gonna go with EG for this draft, but I think the Wyvern pick is pretty spicy.
This mid game slightly tragic that Crystallis isn't playing the Monkey King.
This Void Spirit's okay, but I think Secret have a very hard mid-game cut out for them. Like, all these heroes that rely on their spellcasting against some Venomancer and Global faces Void, you need to combo Void to kill him, and they have a lot of, like, just Global Silence alone is...
There's no easy targets. Like, the Wind Ranger, the Void, and the Timbersaw are all difficult to bring down.
Well, are they going to be powerful enough to do it? Let's find out as we get into game number 1 with the powerful Pandas.
Ooh, costly, costly. Oh, yeah.
EG versus Secret. Will EG win, Cinderin? If they do, of course, they will move on. If Secret wins, we got a 3-way tie again. Who you got, big boy?
I kind of like EG a little bit more here. I think Kezu's breakdown of it is the way I feel about it as well. And I don't know if I'm too happy with the way Secret assigned their heroes either. The mid Magnus against Timbersaw I think is going to be interesting to see. We've seen Timber do very well in a lot of mid matchups that historically he wouldn't. This is one of the ones historically that Timber wins. So if he's playing against the new Magnus, is this lane still going to be Timber favored? Is it going to be more even? I don't know if we've seen it this tournament, to be honest. So that's one that's a bit curious for me. And the safe lane Void Spirit as well. Hang on, Matthew.
He's going to get the bounty. Will it cost him his life? A nice gale coming out from Wisper.
Puppey might actually be in trouble now.
Yeah, Puppey getting slowed to a crawl. Crystallis trying to block a bit, but that double blood grenade will be enough. He's going to throw one out right before he drops to help get the kill onto Panda. Ends up being a 1-for-1, but EG with the first blood. Crystallis has to TP. Where did he actually go? Was it to lane?
He did TP top, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So the reason I'm a little bit unsure about this safe lane Void Spirit is that I think a big part of this hero's presence in the game is levels. Obviously, he does scale very well with items now compared to in the past being a universal hero, but I'm curious to see if the curve of this hero, how different it's going to be by playing from that safe lane. It's clear that Secret didn't want to play carry Monkey King against the Veno off lane, but at the end, this might be a little bit too creative, because I don't think this is a good Void Spirit lane either. I actually think Venomancer is one of his worst matchups, because you don't have a reliable way of avoiding the harassment. Every time you want to get CS, you need to either melee or use your Resonant Pulse, and that sets you up for a Gale and some harassment from the Veno. So historically speaking, I would say this, at least in like a 1v1 mid matchup, I would have Veno all day for this.
I think considering, I don't know if we even saw that on the stream, but we could see in the game, Secret, when it was time to pick their heroes, nobody picked for
Yeah,
quite a while. I think they
went-
were certainly discussing, because they do have quite the flexible lineup,
Yeah.
seeing a little bit new positions like you talked about. And from heroes that we're not used to seeing be as flexible because of the universal aspect. I mean, Secret is that 4 out of 5 universals, and EG, I believe, 3.
Yeah,
And Void Spirit makes it to the second phase somehow.
So I think definitely Secret were debating this for quite a while, and I can see the reasoning of why they arrived at what they did. Oh, hang on. See Smile actually taking a beating here. Is Armel gonna kill him?
Well,
One hit and a shockwave would do it.
it's level 3 shockwave, right click, that's enough.
Damn.
Solo kill Mag versus Timber. You don't
All right.
see that every day.
That was very unexpected for me. That's a big win for Secret to grab that one, because this was a lane I did not think they would do this well in already.
Timber against any, well, I was going to say strength, but I guess he is universal now, but still, any melee hero, really. Should
Yeah.
have a free lane for the most part.
I wonder why Secret didn't put... Oh, hang on. He's getting skewered again, but I think this time around C-Smile is a bit healthier, so we'll be okay. I'm wondering why Secret arrived at putting the Void Spirit safe lane in the Mag mid instead of vice versa. Because I actually think Mag carry here could have definitely worked, and maybe it's just a player preference thing that they don't want to put Crystallis mid and Armel in the safe lane. They just want to stick to their like primary roles. But I think that lane assignment is arguably better. But hey, if Mag kills Timber, then that's putting me to shame. So
Yeah, you put yourself to shame on that one, somehow.
I will almost guarantee you that this is not supposed to happen.
Scatter Blast from Puppey, forcing Matthew out for the time being. But yeah, Void Spirit, I mean, we've seen how well he scales with the damage and whatnot because of the universal aspect. Same with Mag. Kind of interchangeable in the core roles, it feels like, but we haven't gotten to see his Pakazs getting gone on in the bot lane. One more right click should do it. Yamich gets that. Big kill for Secret again, so that's 2 lanes that they are doing quite well in.
Yep, they're finding the kills. The CS also looking pretty healthy. The Wyvern, you know, used to be a hero that had a very hard time CSing, but with these 2 bracers, he is already up to 73 damage, so he can very well contest in this bot lane. And I like the fact that they put Wyvern 3. I think that was something that they definitely should do in this game, and so far looking great for FBZ.
Any damage over time against Voids or against Faceless Void typically will be a good matchup for that hero.
Yeah.
Time Walk is not as useful in those situations, but we're seeing Void Spirit struggle a bit in the top lane as well. So both position 1s having a bit of a hard time to start things out, but
I do think this is going to get harder for Crystallis, though, than it is for Pakazs.
oh my.
He might survive here, but this is starting to get really ugly, and it's not going to get any easier. Because when Venom hits level 5, the harassment ramps up massively. Like, the way Poison Sting scales is one of the best scaling abilities in all of Dota. The damage just ramps up so hard every point.
Yep, Panda, bottom lane, another blood grenade comes out. Yamich will get that one as well. Trying to focus his sights onto Pakazs, but it looks like, oh, the cold embrace keeping him alive a little bit longer. Pakazs wants to continue out, but you see the boundless strike with the full Jingu stack. Double kill for Yamich, and this bot lane is all Secret.
Perfect timing. I think FBZ might have actually leveled up from the silencer kill and skilled that cold embrace on the spot. Just good decision making.
Puppey. Completely blocked in on the creeps. That is very annoying. Power shot actually misses. The Puppey will be able to walk away. So EG, I mean, they came in as the quote-unquote favorites. Obviously, all the teams are tied, but...
They beat the team that beat Secret. So.
Yes. And Secret been a little bit inconsistent, but they've been better in this tournament than they were in the DPC, that's for sure.
Yes. They have definitely leveled up.
And all Tundra can do, because that is a 3-way tie, they can only sit back and watch as Crystallis will be able to dissimulate. He's ticking down very low to that.
Did he salve? Did I hear? Oh, that was Wisper. Never mind.
Does he need to get denied? Oh, no. Oh. All right, now he's just stuck in. Maybe he wanted to die. That was like a free TP in a way.
I think Puppey, this was Puppey's in-game machete right there. Stop taking damage, Crystallis.
Oh, Yamich getting forced out. There's the last word. It gets off the balance strike. Pakazs not going to go any further, though. And yeah, I don't know. He's going to have to walk back to base. I think he definitely wanted to die, even though he wasn't going to tick out anyway.
I dare say already we're 6 minutes in. There's a lot in this game resting on Armel's shoulders, because I think they set Crystallis up for failure by laning this way. Like, I know this matchup is so bad for the Void Spirit, and I was thinking, okay, maybe with the Universal Change, maybe he'll do a little bit better. Not really. He's 8th in net worth. He's behind the enemy Wind Ranger. He is struggling big time, and he's going to arrive now to face a level 5 Wisper who, all right, only has 2 in the Sting. He did get 1 in the Plague Ward instead of triple Sting, so I guess his timing will come a little bit later, but still the pressure is just absolutely mounting on him.
Yeah.
So,
but the good news is there is Empower, right?
Absolutely.
He can catch up.
He can. It's going to take some time.
Oh, we have a skewer back. See Smile. We'll use the Chakram, though. He wants to get aggressive instead onto Armel.
This bottom lane
shrugging things off.
This bottom lane for Secret's going very well, though. That's the lane that's shining the most in my eyes. This off lane Wyvern Monkey King is owning. FBZ is close to level 6. Pakazs just close to level 5. So a full level advantage here for FBZ is very, very good news for Secret. And the mid lane, as we talked about, also doing just fine. Armel with a good lead here against C-Smile. He's got his Vanguard, though, so he's just going to be pretty safe here. Shackle shot going for the Gale, perhaps.
Yeah, it will hit. He's just going to TP out. That means Crystallis is going to be left to his own devices. Let's see how long he'll be able to stick around without Puppey.
Another thing about this matchup is his barrier doesn't protect him from Poison Sting. It only blocks physical damage, so even if you have that Resonant Pulse running, you're still going to be under some pressure. I feel like this doesn't happen very often in Dota nowadays, that both carries have a hard time.
Yeah, I mean...
So it's going to create an interesting dynamic in the game with the power levels of the cores.
Okay, Shackle, we have a TP coming in to try and help Crystallis out. It's going to be Yamich, along with Puppey, who's finally made his way here, has his cookie available. The Gale will hit onto Crystallis, dissimulate, and actually dodges the power shot as a result, but he will die to the Noxious Plague. Matthew will be a trade. And now Yamich just getting completely kited around as Wisper and Panda just playing with their food. Earn charge applied to him right now, and that's a double kill for Panda. He's going to continue on, trying to go in for Puppey. Scatterblast is there, but you can see the Gale hits again. But now we have TP from FBZ. Puppey not able to hit the cookie, but you see the Arctic Burn is there, so they will finally bring the Venomancer down.
And this is all of
costs
Secret's.
Armel coming as well.
Yeah.
So many rotations.
The entire roster of Seekers in the top lane 8 minutes in.
Oh, Crystallis is bot now. He's like, screw that lane.
Yeah,
I mean, he is the same level as Void.
I think this is a good adjustment. I don't think you want to go back top, and Veno probably doesn't want to come bottom, so I think you'll have a better time down here. Obviously, the risk that you're taking is when Void hits level 6, if you get chronoed with any sort of backup, you might be at a risk of getting killed, but it's not like EG have the most burst damage in a chrono. They have a power shot and a chakram, so...
Yeah. That's about it.
Probably okay, actually, just sitting down here. I like this idea a lot from Secret, too. Oh, nice steal there from
Yeah,
Yamich.
very nice. And Pakazs can take a little damage as a result. The guy's going to use the Astral Step right away, but we'll have to back away because TPs have come. Big Curse comes out. Can they actually find themselves a kill? It doesn't look like it. So Secret will have to back away as Panda's made his rotation now. Chakram slowing FBZ to a crawl, and C-Smile will get that one. So
did he not have vision on Pakazs
EG
there for the curse? Was he in fog? Because if you curse the Void there, he is toast, I'm sure. He was very low health. You just curse him and you throw a Splinter Blast and you get that big kill.
Was it the Timber that he used it on?
I think he used it on Wind Ranger, which, even if she's not in Wind Run, it's not great. Timber had his Chakram flying, so he's doing no damage. He can't attack.
Yeah.
And the Void was very low. Let me see here. Is he really in the fog here? Oh, he was. He couldn't. Okay.
Unfortunate.
Because, yeah, if he could have cursed Void there, he definitely would have done that and got a big kill, but... Puppey.
Oh, Puppey getting chased. C-Smile cleans him up. Armel
has RP here.
He does have RP. You can see Panda coming in to try to help out his comrade, but it's not going to happen, so ends up being a pretty big kill for Secret. Panda stuck in the wrong triangle as well as Secret able to
kill everything.
Bounce back here.
Kill all the heroes and couriers and anything that moves in that triangle. They very much own that area. Wisper's going to go for some counter pressure top, and yeah, I guess. Okay, at this point, Crystallis is actually caught up to Pakazs, because Pakazs was ahead by 700 just 2 minutes ago. But these couple of kills that Crystallis has been involved in have made a very big difference for his game. I think he's got upgraded boots flying out now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, upgraded boots, as well as the makings of the start of his Echo Saber. So
it's okay. He's a universal hero. At 15 minutes, he'll have 200 damage anyway.
And they'll give him power.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You see the Plague Ward starting to mount up now for Wisper. And Pakazs working on the Hand of Midas. And I think the Spirit Vessel was being built by Wisper. He actually does finish it, so...
Yeah. Great against
will be good
Monkey
against
King,
the Wyvern.
He's a support, and against the Wyvern. His top tower is gone. I like the play call from Secret to not defend this. I think it's just don't play into Wisper's hands. Your game is actually going very well right now, and if you avoid taking the bait, so to speak, of trying to fight into Veno, you're definitely better off. All right, we're gating in bottom.
Oh boy, Puppey, you might be in some trouble, young man.
Oh yeah, he is Omega dead here.
He has his cookie. Not going to be able to get it off. A freebie for EG. Yeah, both those tier 1 towers now gone.
This cult distribution, I can't get over it. It looks so silly with the carries being in 5th and 6th like this. And it's not like they're close to the others. They're a full 1,000 behind the offlaners. And I guess it's worth mentioning that Secret supports are faring a bit better, right? Especially the Monkey King's net worth can actually become very relevant because he is going to reach this Diffusal Blade at a reasonable timing on Yamich. And it's a very, very good item against Faceless Void. So could very much be the thing that pushes the thing in Secret's favor.
The thing that pushes the thing.
This
Well
game,
said. Very eloquent. Mortimer's Kiss is coming out. Global Silence is there, though. Wisper taking a beating, but a nice shackle puts Crystallis in his place. He's going to continue to get silenced, but there's a skewer from Armel. They're going to be able to pick up 2 quick kills. Will cost them the Void Spirit, although Puppey and company able to take out Panda in turn. So it's a 3-for-1. And here comes C-Smile. Armel with the RP. Just wants to get out of the arms of this Timber Saw, but that's not going to happen. So in the end, the RP wasted, but 3-man Chronosphere. Not the hugest combo, and there's a Winter's Curse though to hold them in place. So they only find 1 kill off the back of that Chronosphere. Although Yamich is still time dilated. C-Smile, he's Atos now on FBZ. Okay. Burning C-Smile away. Do they have the Boundless Strike? They do to cancel the TP. C-Smile getting really low. The Jingu stacks are now up. Do they have enough damage to finish him off though? This is gonna be close. C-Smile with no mana though. And that'll cost him in the end. So nice turnaround again from Secret.
I thought he was just going to run. He actually killed himself by TPing. He could have just got away.
Yeah, probably.
But stuck around there, and that's a nice one for Secret to get on their way out. But I mean, it's always funny to see a hero be cursed next to Timber. He's just looking at him.
Yeah,
like, what am I doing?
So the Chronosphere, it looked cool. They killed 1, but they don't, like we talked, they don't really have the combos. Yeah. They don't have the Mortimer's Kisses, right? They don't have these big ults that you can slap down in there.
And Void himself does not deal meaningful damage yet.
Yeah, but in the end,
eventually he will.
They did use RP on a solo hero, kind of wasted.
Yep.
But Secret get the better kill advantage there.
It is worth keeping in mind for later in the game that when you are playing Void, Wyvern's actually a classic counter because whoever Void Chronos, you can just cold embrace them from a supporting role. If you're played as core Wyvern, you might have even more luxury of having more items, maybe a positioning tool to very reliably get that cold embrace off when Pakazs finds the opening. Obviously, EG have a lot of magic and pure damage coming out as well, but you could imagine maybe someone gets a Glimmer and you can cold embrace plus Glimmer the chrono target. And that might be able to delay the fight long enough that Pakazs...
Pakazs, Atos is there. They're trying to lock him down with the Boundless Strike, but he time walks away. Matthew with the TP now, focus fire onto Yamich. Whoa. Shackler Shot will actually not connect, and the Cold Embrace is going to delay this kill. And FBZ, he does have Curse, but I don't think you want to use it here. Yamich will fall. I mean, it's 2 rotations. Could have been worse for Secret, but EG gets something out of it.
Yeah, they're going to be very happy that Void got the last hit as well. These kills are actually worth quite a lot of gold right now for him with his... Like, the bounty relative to his total net worth is very meaningful, even though it's just a support that he kills there. This is going to pull him 1,000 ahead of Crystallis once again. Gale missing here. Still putting some serious pressure on this tower with the level 4 Plague Wards. Wisper opting for the pushing, farming, and map control build rather than getting more points in the Sting. He's really been... It's like they've assigned him this job of just being a thorn in Secret's side that they have to handle all the time around the map. All right.
Another Atos. Curse not going to last that long because he's all alone, and Global Silence is going to force the rest of Secret back, and now we're going to see the Chronosphere only onto 1, but that's going to buy some time for EG to get back into the fray. Wukong's command from Yamich, providing some zone control. Mortimer's Kiss is coming from the south of the map as Cold Embrace has to be used by FBZ on himself, but that's with the Spirit Vessel applied, and C-Smile's just going to rip him a new one. Looks like Secret want to try to back away. Yamich not going to be so lucky, so EG able to respond back with 2 kills.
Yeah, and that right there is what the panel is talking about with Global Silence, right? They're going to use Curse to try to get Armel in range for the RP. The Global, this play is over, and Pakazs gets to turn around. Only finding the one-man chrono, but in the end didn't matter.
I don't
Kill
even
same
with
hero.
the RP. Do they even have enough damage without Void Spirit there?
Well, historically no, but Magnus hits hard, so
He
maybe
does.
they do.
Either way, Secret.
Yeah, nice win for them. Or sorry, nice win for EG here. Not
Yeah.
really.
Bit of a backfire situation for Secret there.
And now with this, C-Smile top of the net worth for the first time. Armel has been ahead by a decent amount, but these couple of kills, especially the first one he found there onto the Wyvern, worth a lot.
I mean, they're pretty much even.
Yeah, but he's ahead.
He's pretty much even. Close enough.
He's ahead by a whopping 1.5% or something.
See, do they have stacks in the Secret jungle at all? Doesn't look
That's
like
a good
it.
question. I feel like they haven't been putting a lot of emphasis on that, considering they have an Empower lineup. So it's a good point. But sometimes, I mean, sometimes obviously the players don't pay enough attention to it relative to what they could, but other times it's also just by sheer pressure on the map. I don't know if the supports have really felt like they had the time, because the Veno lane has been ruthless in pressure, and so has the Timbersaw. They just keep pushing their map control to the limit. Matthew with an
Matthew.
early dagger here. Oh, that was nothing.
Shackle
Let's-
somehow doesn't hit.
Yeah, that statue is not a tree, Sunsven TV.
Well, on
So-
my terrain it is.
Oh, well.
It's the Monkey King terrain. Everything looks like a tree.
That sounds
By the
like
way,
pay to lose to me.
a plea to Valve with this new map. They got rid of all the monkeys on the Monkey King terrain, and it makes me so sad. Those are the best part. These little monkeys just jumping around everywhere. I loved it.
Oh.
Please. On to the game again, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, that's good.
We have
Get it out of
smoke
your
now
system
from
so we can
EG.
focus on gameplay. Yamich.
Damage.
Fast jump.
Yeah, able to tree dance away. And he's about to finish that defusal that you talked about. He's still getting pursued. My God.
Oh.
It looks like...
Well.
Oh, they see him just for a moment, and somehow C-Smile sniffs him out, brings him down.
-2 as well.
-2.
I think Silencer just barely got in range there. Maybe he didn't, actually. His smoke didn't break. What's the range? The smoke break range is bigger than the int gain, I think, so he wouldn't have got it.
That's impressive, though, without vision. I don't know if they scanned for that. It doesn't look like it. Their scan's still available.
I mean, Timber is also just the dream hero for that, right?
It is,
You
but,
literally just
I mean,
go for it. You cut down half the forest. You have a good odds.
usually people would give up at that point.
Yeah, that's fair. After his first volley of spells missed, I think a lot of players stopped, but gave it a good second try and got it. And this tower is now claimed by EG. Wonder if they're going to stick around and think about the Tormentor here. They're already in position with their entire team anyway.
Yeah.
Not
But-
the best lineup for killing it, though.
In our experience, the teams don't really give a shit about the Tormentor.
Do they have good shards, too? Windranger shard is godly, in my opinion, when you're support.
Silencer is...
Silencer is incredibly underwhelming as support. So I think
50-50.
this feels like a game where Windranger Shard can genuinely turn the tide in a lot of situations, though. It's very good against Monkey King. You can, like, push him against his own ring. When Magnus is skewering in, you can catch him in his tracks. It's I'm a big Gale Force believer.
Yeah, I believe it. You seem like a Gale Force kind of a guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it is 20 minutes, but we can see EG not really... Well, they are moving in that general area.
They're definitely not planning on the Tormentor right now. Then they would have more heroes here, you would think. I mean, they're somewhat in the area, but I think they're just playing zone control more so than anything.
I feel like the Tormentor, the first couple weeks was really cool, and now it's just... People forget about I don't know.
Are we?
When I play, I love it, because I prioritize it. They have some Plague Wards out to give some vision, and actually, we talked about this before, but just by damaging it here, that the effects go through fog, so that could be potentially a way to trick Secret into thinking that's being attempted, but...
I forgot that Plague Wards destroy themselves in the Tormentor as well.
Yeah, that's true. But it's not going to bait Secret in. Instead, we're going to see some TPs
Wisdom
from
rune
EG.
action. They want to contest this Wisdom rune, and they have the
Yeah, Puppey.
secret one on the other side.
It's like he's going to get it, but it's going to cost him his life. And maybe that's worth. Trying to deny himself on the creeps.
That
Not
was
going to happen.
close. C-Smile went for the monkey tree again there, which is a stone statue, so it didn't connect. on the Timber chain, but didn't matter.
Statue buff.
Yeah, so 1-for-1 Wisdom Rune trade. Both teams very aware of the importance of this, and I think Puppey dying for that is worth it. The overall XP swing of that rune is massive, so even a kill doesn't compensate.
No, you can't get negative XP. That would be an interesting mechanic, though.
Oh, losing levels for dying?
Yeah. Like 30 minutes in, somebody's feeding really base, still level 1.
You die a sound, so you buy back to cast Global, and then you're level 5.
Yeah, buying back, you could lose a level. That would be interesting. The true cost.
Don't give them ideas.
Well, very even game, though. And Secret are posturing for...
Look at that!
The Tormentor. Yeah, it's only 2 minutes late. That's better than what we've been seeing. See who gets the shard here. It is Puppey, so the cookie.
Yep.
We'll get the little globs.
The real feels good shard. It allows you to wave clear way more effectively. Just cookie and scatter blast, you kill the full wave. And might make for some cute plays together with the Monkey King or with the Magnus, potentially.
Yeah, I think of the two that they were going to get, the Monkey King one was the more underwhelming, although
yeah,
it can be good for sure, especially as the support. Yeah, the cookie, very, very good.
Mantis now completed for Crystallis. Big item here, can break out a global silence, can Manta dodge Shackle Shot if he's clutch.
Now we have a
Can
smoke
Manta
from
dodge
EG.
Chrono if he's very lucky.
Yeah, if there's a bug and you just end up on the other side of the
No,
map.
if you're on the edge of the Chrono and you Manta and your hero...
On the edge, I see.
Yeah. I'm sure that's going to happen now.
That would be the good.
That would be pretty
Your
amazing.
calls are usually so bad that you've just been banking them up over the course of the last 10 years, and this is what it was for. The best call ever. And most useless.
No, but that's the thing. People don't really remember the bad calls, but when you make a good one,
Yeah,
like
that's
a really good one,
You
they're
just
like,
gotta call
holy shit, he
everything."
called it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
that's what you do. Like, you'll always be given the benefit of the doubt if you call it wrong. Yeah, Dota's a complex game. You know, it's hard to be right all the time. Then you nail one, it's like, oh man, he knew.
Such a god.
Yeah.
C-Smile did clear out some of those trees to try to give Monkey King a harder time at getting some vision here. Now the Roche attempt is here, but we see Secret.
Secret's either going to make
smoke.
it here or they're not.
Yep, that's a great call. You're going to be correct, I do believe.
Roche will either die or not.
Yep, that is very true. And I
EG
think
will kill Roche in time.
Roche will die at some point. Can
Secret
guarantee
will be
that.
too late.
Yeah, it looks like this will be Roche
Pakazs
for
has been
EG.
used.
Secret really
Yeah.
taking their time to get here. Do they still want to fight? They do. Mortimer's Kiss is used, but not to really great effect at all.
I guess he wanted some info there. He was throwing it out for vision, actually, on that high ground, but
Man,
nobody was there.
It just took them way too long to get there. They're actually going to get the power shot onto Yamich on the trees, and
they
he
had
will
a war.
fall as a result. And now FBZ will be next. Gets bashed up. Does have the Atos. There we see the global silence come out. He's going to get pursued, though. There's the power shot into the right clicks. That's enough. Double kill for Pakazs. Meanwhile, Crystallis was fighting the rest of the team. He's going to be brought down, and all they got in response was the silencer. So 3 for 1 for EG.
They also got a shitty t-shirt. But not great.
Okay.
Yeah, I can understand Puppey throwing out the ult there to get vision. They were expecting if EG are in the Roche pit that somebody will be standing at the gate area, and if those globs hit anyone, that they can use that to go on and engage. So I actually kind of like the idea, but EG just weren't in that position, and the follow-up fight did not work out whatsoever. This is something that Secret have to be very wary of, is if their Monkey King gets caught or if their Magnus gets caught, constructing a fight can be kind of challenging for them with navigating against the Veno wards and the global silence. And there was just the vision advantage there. They saw the Monkey King on the trees, they power shot him down. I thought it was blind at first, which would have been kind of cool, but either way, Matthew with the awareness, getting rid of the monkey immediately. And honestly, when he dies like that, it's just hard to see Secret structuring it.
It feels like with the Roche pit so far away now that if you don't get there with great timing, it's just a terrible fight. The team that doesn't get there in time, where before you have so many avenues to get to the middle of the river.
It's also hard as the aggressing team that's going to contest the Roche to deward in time, right? It's hard to know whether you're being watched and from where. So if you can't clear the area,
very aggressive. Wukong's command is used. He has the Aghanim Scepter. The reactive armor's trying to charge up, but he gets RP'd. He gets Mortimer Kisses, and eventually does go down. They probably did 10,000 damage to him at least. As Panda will be able to force staff, gets the last word off as Yamich trying to catch up. Matthew, does he actually want to fight or just trying to slow this down? Probably just the latter, although Wisper comes in now, gets his ult off onto Yamich. They do take out the Wind Ranger, so, and the Silencers, so 3 dead. That does cost them their Monkey King. Crystallis able to dissimulate to the other side. Doesn't have any mobility, though, so if they can sniff him out here, gets time dilated again, and that is going to be a nice kill for EG.
I can't believe C-Smile survived that long. It's so stupid, man. He pops his eggs, and there's 5 heroes fighting him. Like, my goodness. That was a 5-on-1. If he had one helping hand from his team, I think he would have lived.
Yeah,
just one support.
It's too bad. The thing, it doesn't say how much damage he took in that.
Yeah, there's no breakdown for damage received. But there's one for damage done, right? But I think that's after reduction.
Yeah.
So, a bit hard to tell there, but yeah, pretty ridiculous amounts of tanking there.
Yeah, but a good fight for Secret, despite not having the Aegis. I mean, Pakazs wasn't really a huge part in that fight. Still has that chrono available. But a good pick-off to start. And what do you think of the Veno Ags, the old Poison Nova?
It's pretty damn strong. Veno has always been this hero that can be a little bit confusing in the late game. I mean, it's a very straightforward design, but the amount of damage that you end up taking and the way it influences fights can be a little bit hard to wrap your head around sometimes. With this new Poison Nova, Veno's damage in fights, even when he dies, is pretty ridiculous. So, as Secret, you've got to be strategic about avoiding running into Veno's type of fight, more so than you did before with the new Ags. So, I think it's a very good Ags. I'm sure you don't think it's particularly interesting.
No, I think it's fine.
You like some of the more
I think it's
creative Ags, but...
Puppey.
You got Gale, though.
Ogre Seal Totem and the cookie. He's fine. Oh. Okay, Armel wants to try to skewer. Oh, he actually gets him onto the hiker. That was really close. Mortimer's kisses as well. Matthew's dead, but
nice play.
Just the support.
That's a level 20 talent skewer there, right? I don't think he could have done that without it.
That was so close.
He had the skewer talent. Nicely done.
The old harpoon action. EG not going to be dissuaded from pushing, though.
This tower, probably. If EG had the outpost, Secret would definitely not defend here, but since they don't, there was a theoretical possibility of fighting here. It's 5v4 with no Aegis, but looks like Secret are just going to give it up. It'll take some time.
Yeah, it's going to be delayed a bit thanks to the backdoor protection.
They will let it go here. Pakazs now with the Lincolns will protect him against Curse.
Yep. Oh, we got mass TPs coming from EG. Matthew trying to find FBZ in the trees, gets off the Yules. That'll set up the Gale. And the focus fire with the shackle shot combination. You can see Yamich trying to provide some cover. A nice RP onto 1. Maybe not so nice after all. Armel gets to pop the BKB, but he gets chronoed in turn by Pakazs. Of course, does not have that Aegis any longer. Does he have enough damage to actually take him out? He does. 1 for 2 for EG.
Yep. Not much to say there. One-man RP just not enough. And also Secret just don't have the numbers, right? That was a 2-man play. No Void Spirit to be seen. Or 3-man, actually. The Monkey King was there, but no Void Spirit to be seen. Really lacking a bit in the damage department. And I love the play from Matthew to begin as well. Like, he just ran in with full confidence. TP'd instant wind run, charged in, Yuled the Wyvern to set up the Gale, and then got the Shackle Shot follow-up. Secret did what they could to protect, but not enough. Good news here, though, for Secret is Crystallis is close to the Nullifier, so might make some more aggressive, successful plays on assassinating, in particular, the supports.
And unless they fixed it, I do believe that works against Timber Ags. Yes?
I don't know that for a fact, but I think you're right.
I mean, it was 100% like that at the beginning of the patch, but I know for a fact that it wasn't in the patch notes, but it doesn't mean it wasn't hot fixed or something, right? So I will assume right now that
prioritize that regardless. It's going to be a nice...
I mean, that's a really good dispel.
It is for sure, but I think his primary mindset with it is that he wants to kill Wind Ranger and Silencer, right? Yeah. He just wants to get them out of the game immediately. Wind Ranger won't be able to Wind Run away. Silencer can't Force Staff. So...
So EG sporting a 4K lead. Pretty even game throughout this. And if you're just joining us, of course, this is the triple tiebreak situation where one team moves on. Essentially what we're at now, if EG wins, they will move on. If they lose, then we have a three-way tie yet again.
Yep.
The never-ending tiebreak. I don't remember what the scenario that would be needed in order to get to the 1v1 matchup tiebreak situation, but I want to see it.
I don't know what the exact rules are, but I know we can only get one extra round in the rules here.
Okay.
In this tournament, they've said there's going to be one additional three-way tie, and if that's a tie again, I don't know what the tiebreaker rule exactly is. We'll have to ask the panel about that.
Maybe for next season, we can make them just make it a 1v1 to start. That's the first time.
Oh.
I mean, that's pretty hype, honestly, if that ends up happening, but unlikely.
I thought you were going to suggest something completely different than Dota, like a...
Yeah, play some Counter-Strike 2, and the people that don't have access just lose.
I was thinking a hot dog eating contest.
Oh, even better, yeah.
Something like that, you know? And if you don't want to eat the hot dogs, you got to win your games.
Finally, a good contest for me. The more obese you are, the better.
This is where they bring in the coach to play the tiebreaker. Players have to...
Make sure you don't eat for like the week prior. Just save up your energy. And Secret look like they will want to clear the wave and smoke here. Roche not up for another 2 minutes. Of course, they don't know that. It could, in their eyes, be spawned already. So these fights are going to be extremely important.
Don't really like this formation from Secret that much. I mean, they're not going to get punished here. I guess they have enough info, but they were very stacked on top of each other in that smoke.
They want Wisper. Double Astral Step, Boundless Strike as well. He's nullified. Global Silence comes out, but it's not going to save the Bananamancer. Shockwave brings Panda back along with the Harpoon. Buyback now on the Venomancer though. Big, okay, well the Skewer brings him back and Armel does get that kill. Wukong's command not really used to full effect. And yamich is going to die shortly after casting it. Wisper though, Poison Nova goes off now that that Gale was dispelled. He's trying to get into the action now as the rest of Secret attempt to run away. Spirit Vessel applied to FBZ. And FBZ, he's trying to TP out. This is very ambitious. The Yules will cancel it, and he'll be brought down shortly after. Although Cold Embrace is going to delay it.
Maelstrom?
Maelstrom is not quite enough. FBZ? Okay. Does end up falling in the end.
Not too bad for Secret, though. That was a Veno buyback. I was worried about their formation, like I said, but the EG heroes weren't in position to punish that. If they would have been, that could have been a nasty chrono, but Void wasn't there to begin with, so Secret... I mean, at the end of the day, this is pretty even. They got the Veno buyback, which is pretty meaningful. But now the question is, will they stick around for this Roche? It's up in 16 seconds.
Yeah, they can always put a Plague Ward in there.
They really should.
But they feel confident it's going to spawn.
Well,
I don't know what the full timer...
it is the max spawn time in 5
Was it
seconds.
max?
Yeah, you can see on the clock there. It's closing in on 11. That's max.
Oh, okay.
Why are they leaving? They think Secret can't kill it in time, which is... Yeah, that's fair. They're going to go and kill it in top instead. But Panda...
Oh, all right. That's a good pick-off.
Secret can't do this in 20 seconds, so...
We've seen teams try.
Oh, if they find Pakazs, though, that would be big.
Through the gates they go, waiting for Roche to come to their arms.
Yeah, well...
They're going to be greeted, though.
Hello.
Yeah, the Skewer back. Wisper is dead. Great pickoff from Secret, and that is a dieback. Pakazs goes through the gate, gets off the Chronosphere, attempting to take out Crystallis. He's not going to find him initially. RP is there. He's getting bashed into oblivion by Roche himself. Time walks to safety, though, and Crystallis gets destroyed by C-Smile. There is a buyback available. C-Smile pops the reactive armor Ags. Now Secret looking to try to run away for the time being. FPC trying to find cover in the trees, but C-Smile just destroys all of them. That's the buyback now to Crystallis. Pakazs getting gone out for the time being, but Puppey not able to get the cookie connection. The Magnus pops the BKB. Puppey looks like he's going to fall here, but Aether Remnant actually saves him for the time being, and the Winter Wyvern buys back into the game. Pakazs able to time walk, goes back in. If they can get Crystallis, it'll be a huge kill, because it will be a dieback. Gets off the Astral Step, dissimulate to safety. Armel, another Skewer, but he gets Whirling Death. Matthew doesn't have the evasion thanks to the nullifier. Crystallis has to be really careful. Matthew looks like he might tick out. Yamich on the trees. There's the curse finally, but it's only going to be used for Secret to try to get away. Yamich is not going to be so lucky. FBZ getting slowed to a crawl, completely surrounded. Puppey trying to save him. Cold Embrace not available here as the Winter Wyvern will fall. 90 seconds of no Wyvern, and Puppey looks to be next on the list as well.
All right, EG, where are the tips for Pakazs? What a fucking superhuman fight that was. That was unreal. First of all, the decision-making to go through the gate alone and go for that chrono. Yeah. He survives on like 10% health 4 times in a row with Time Walk. Obviously a great supporting cast in the fight as well. But see, so first of all, he's going for this. This is a 1v4. There's nobody here. He's just going straight in, going for the Crystallis kill. Fails, gets RP'd now in the Monkey King ult. Roshan bashes everyone. So he Time Walks out. So now there's no RP and C-Smile gets to go in. And the thing about this fight is Pakazs took so much damage in this fight but didn't die, and this is damage that could have gone onto supports, like maybe Windranger could have died, maybe Silencer could have died a second time, but just so clean. And I think we're about to see it soon here. Pakazs will... This will be, I mean, this is more a miss than a dodge, to be fair, the Monkey King Boundless Strike that's about to come here. This one could have maybe led to something, but he had Time Walk ready, so I actually think he's fine either way. Just weaving in and out, just so clean. And here again, all right, he was down to like 2% health there. Gets out. It's
man, this was such a long fight.
And if any, like, imagine Secret just does 100 more damage there somehow and Pakazs dies. This fight looks so different because they can actually chase then.
Yeah, and we haven't really seen one of those curses from FBZ that really turns the fight. They've used it in some instances to get away.
EG are doing a good job at positioning to avoid it.
For sure.
It's also the luxury they have with Timber plus Void is that these heroes are very hard to curse. They're just flying all over the place. They're never really in range of each other. And neither is good to curse to kill the other, right? If you curse Timber, Void can't kill him. If you curse Void, Timber does nothing. So
now Pakazs has his 25 talent. We saw Timber, C-Smile get the 25 talent during the fight, which is the double Chakram. Didn't have enough mana to really fully utilize it. And now EG have blown this game wide open. 15k lead with the Aegis and Cheese in tow, and now they go high ground.
Straight in, and this is going to be a problem for the side of Secret. How do you kill Pakazs twice? The only way you kill him the first time is to reposition him with Skewer.
And they know they don't have buybacks on Secret for a lot of these heroes, so you could just go for a Chrono right here. He's going to get skewered back into the Wukong's command. Aether Remnant as well, Nullifier applied, but Time Walks away. Very unfortunate for Secret. They expend quite a bit to try to get that valuable kill, but it's not going to happen.
So that was global for Wukong's. I think that's overall better for EG. I actually think the Wukong's is really important for Secret to be able to structure their fight and kill off the Monkey or kill off the Void. But EG will show some respect here and back off. Interesting. I actually thought they were just going to run straight back in. Knowing EG, they're never afraid of going high ground, but I wonder what the idea is here. Maybe they think the global is more important than I do for this. It will, obviously, they will have a second volley, or a second go rather, with global plus Aegis. The cooldown on global being pretty short, only 50 seconds to go. This spell got buffed heavily in cooldown over the years, I feel like. That global used to be like well over 2 minutes.
No, there was a lot of spells that got power creeped over the years.
Yeah, for sure. 95 seconds only on level 2 nowadays.
Both teams smoked up in some capacity. Armel looking for the opening. You don't want to find
Pakazs here. It's just not possible.
And Pakazs thinking that they were on the other side. We'll just clear up the illusions now.
Panda is possible, however.
Yes.
Hello.
He doesn't have global silence, of course, so you likely will fall. Pakazs looking for an opening, and you can see Secret just running away in fear. Oh, he finds Armel. Could go for the Chrono if he really wants. Lincoln's is popped. Wisper blinks in as well. They're going to time dilate. They could just take him the old-fashioned way without anything else. But there's the RP. Mortimer gets to follow along with the Wukong's command. Do they have the damage? Pakazs still has the Aegis, of course. Chronosphere onto 3. This is looking really bad for Secret now. Crystallis gets dropped. So 2 cores with no buybacks from Secret. And a third falls here as well. Cookie from Puppey trying to salvage something in this fight, but Wisper able to kite. Finally, the curse comes out, and it's used to at least get 1 kill as Pakazs beats the shit out of his teammate. But now they can likely just go high ground and potentially finish this game.
Yeah, he gets another kill. As if it wasn't enough to kill the entire enemy team, let's kill 6 heroes. That's all EG. EG with a 6-man team wipe. And yeah, I mean, it says at least 2 lanes. Secret have 1 buyback, and it's on a support Monkey King.
They could go throne right now.
They could. They don't know the buyback status fully necessarily, so...
Well, there were 3 buybacks in that last big fight, so they know 3 of them for sure cannot.
Yeah, you're actually right. They might have just been able to end it straight away there. If they ignored the barracks bottom entirely, they would have taken the both tier 4s now. So yeah, they could have made it. With flamethrower as well, this would have been done in time. But I guess it's going to be Megas instead.
Yep, taking their sweet time.
Effectively the win as well. It's a little bit of a slower way to victory, but it's going to be the final glyph burnt here from Team Secret. Not going to have Crystallis whatsoever for this defense, no matter what they do.
Yeah, but they do have Skewer.
They do, but Pakazs still has the Aegis. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't even kill him the one time. How the hell are you going to kill him twice? This is a gone lane, and this looks to be the makings of a short tiebreaker day. Not the minimum amount of games, mind you. We could have been done in 2.
Yeah.
But looks like we will very likely be done in 3 here with EG Mega's 30k gold lead.
Tundra looking on, hoping for a miracle from Secret. Down 30k against Mega Creeps. This is looking pretty impossible.
This is as close to impossible as it gets without truly being impossible.
Nothing's impossible, of course. There's a 1% chance.
I think that 1% is the team has skewer. Genuinely.
Yeah, does he have Refresher by any chance? No. I mean, that's the, with this new universal build, you're not seeing like the old school trying to skewer him back constantly. It's more about, you get one skewer off and it's about doing damage more than anything.
This smoke could be the killing blow if they get good vision out. Oh, there's a TP.
Yeah.
Armel.
Oh boy, that is the wrong place, wrong time.
Shit.
90 seconds with no skewer, and I believe that 1% has probably been deleted as Pakazs jumps in, getting a nice time dilation off, and now they can go for the throne.
They were looking to set up vision and get a jump, and Armel literally TPs into their waiting
That
arms.
is very unlucky.
Does not get any easier than that. Now, the Aegis is gone here for Pakazs, but
Yeah, they got to blow everything. Oh, he did find
he
buyback
got the
eventually,
buyback.
so it ticked up into it. Pakazs able to get the tier 4s, though. Armel, he's getting his blink constantly canceled by the Venomancer. Extremely annoying to deal with. And Puppey looks like he's going to get dropped as Armel trying to have a 1v1 fight against Venomancer. But you can see the throne is just completely exposed, and there's not anything that Secret can do as Armel dies again. GG's come out, and EG will move on in Dream League Season 20, which means Secret and Tundra say goodbye.
yeah, they were just the best team in this tiebreaker. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Some cheers there. It's time for table tennis, boys.
Hell yeah.
Get the papers off the table. We're going to play around the world today, and then we're going to be back for more tournament games the next coming days, entering group stage 2.
Man, I didn't look at the scoreboard. C-Smile 20.